What is going on, guys? We're back with another video, and we are doing another rebuild. This time, we are doing a fantasy draft rebuild, I suppose, of the Dolphins. Not really the Dolphins at all, but I'm hoping for a bad pick. I haven't done a fantasy draft since the game kind of came out, and after I made that video, it was actually pretty good. I mean, I thought we had a really good draft team. However, that's going to be changed a little bit here, as we're pretty much middle of the season in real life. Let's start drafting. Once again, I want something around the 24 range. Please. Number 15. All right, so 15. Pat Mahomes went right before us, which really sucks. That would be an amazing pick. Aaron Rodgers. See, now, this has become a different story. You know, if you're actually drafting for a franchise, I'm not taking guys like Aaron Rodgers. However, this is a rebuild. At 34 years old, Rodgers is a pretty damn good pick still. A guy like Rodgers is going to make you a great team right out the gate. I don't know if I could pass up Rodgers, and that's crazy. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever went with Rodgers in a fantasy draft because he's just the old player. You know, at the end of the day, these guys aren't developable guys. I was about to say, what the hell are we looking at? Screw, we're going to take Rodgers. I normally never do. Why not? Aaron is ranked 90 in true talent. How does that make any sense? Second round, 18th pick. A lot of the older guys are still there. Rodgers clearly would not be there still, but Tom Brady is because he's like a one-year player. Every team knows it. Tyreek Hill is there. That would be an amazing pick in a draft that you're actually using. That's where I would like to go corner, but I think we've already passed that time. However, the thing is, corner is not hard to draft. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's a very good player. Star dev as well. There we go. Not a bad pick. Man, fantasy drafts are actually stressful. I don't know why I did this to myself. I'm going to go Reuben Foster here. I think he's the best available. Tyron's the better player in general. I'm going to go with Tyron. I know he's a little shorter, but it's all about sim, and height clearly doesn't matter. We've done that experiment how many years now, and it's never mattered. I mean, I don't think there's a better value than Adrian. I say it almost every time we do a fantasy draft, but he's so good. He's super fast. He can play corner or safety, and he's 25. He's so good. Landon's still there. He's a very good safety. I'm going to take Landon Collins. 3 safeties so far, but only one of them truly is going to play safety. I guess to be fair, they kind of are, aren't they? AI's pretty smart. They know what they're doing. Trey's a little on the slower side, but he's still good enough. 7 power move, 83 block shedding, 89 strength. So yeah, Chris Jones is the better of the two. And honestly, if Leonard Williams is still there, I might take Leonard as well. Just knock them both out. See, I would love to go Leonard Williams there, but DT is not a hard position to fill in a fantasy draft, so I'd probably rather just wait and find someone else. And Linder's the best available for sure in the line. Love how it says reach. I took him 40 spots earlier. Calm down. But clearly with Star Dev, you can't really beat it. Supposed to go 118 true talent. Wow. And he's a scheme fit. That works really well. I'll take it. I'm just going to take McCaffrey. I don't know when he goes. It's, you know, everything's changed, but he's still a star dev with high overall. Have no idea why he never goes early. Just the way it is. Oh, that is so annoying that Lamar Jackson is still there and he's right on the top of the league. Like, that would be the part. By the way, we're only in round 13. I thought it was like round 15, 10 rounds ago. I guess I'll go Mike Williams. I mean, he's one of the best options left with Ali Marpet, and then I'll probably take Ragnar. And I think if he's there, I might go Zeitler just because he's just that good. Other teams had our idea. They're like, you know what? Who cares? Who cares if he's older? Like, yeah, we have youngsters, but we're also kind of building for now. So I'm going to take the risk at 32 years of age, Alex Mack, who should play one more season at least. I'm rocking Larry Cheese. I'm getting wild in this rebuild today, all right? Why not, you know? Dante Jackson's my guy. And then Josh Jackson right after, probably. You get wild once, you get wild again. Why not? Big guy played DT for us. Good block shed. Perfect player. It's a basic move, and everyone does it, but yeah, I mean, you just have to. Taking Jake Elliott. He's dropped a little bit, but he's still the best in the game. Well, we pretty much almost drafted the whole draft, so I'm just going to let the team do it. Was it? I thought it was, I swear to God, it said round like 51, no? Either way, I don't care. We've pretty much drafted the full team. Got lots of running backs to trade, so if anyone needs running backs, that's an us. I'm not even going to worry about the projected lineup. It's going to take a one glance over at the overall. So 75 overall, but you do have to factor in that A, we have positions to move, and B, there's going to be a lot of barren positions because of the position moves. I mean, you see we have 2 tackles at 67, 68 overall, but when we actually fill it, it'll be an actual proper 80-plus line. And then linebacker, you know, we don't have a middle linebacker, but we'll probably play Reuben Foster at middle. Save. I mean, they don't even have Amos or Landon in a starting spot at this point, so there's that. This could be, I mean, I think this could probably be an 83, maybe 84 overall roster. We'll see. Before I actually make any trades, I'm just going to get it all done now, just so then we know, you know. It's still a good team, though. I mean, we've obviously got a little bit of a few players that are old, but once again, you got to have something to work for in the draft. So for LaShawn McCoy, Chris Thompson, and Bernard, we land a first this, a 5th, and a 7th next. Let's just give him the second round. I mean, our picks are going to suck anyways. Corey Linsley, see you later. I'll take it. So 3 first-round picks. Of course, one of them at minimum is going to be gone. So Ronald Jones, Mitch Morse, and McKissick for their 1st and 3rd next year. Odell. There's no way they give us Odell, will they? Damn, really? Eckler in a 3rd for the next year 1st of the Bengals. Yeah, I think I'm just not going to get anything for a first round. Malcolm Jenkins. I know he's still good, but he's 30 years old. He's got very little left in the tank. What about Devin? I mean, these are very... I mean, a first-round pick, and they don't want it. It's crazy. Yeah, this is going to be a very successful rebuild very early on. I just got to get backups. Well, basically a full roster. This is the lineup. Right side of the line looking sick. Offensive line could get a little bit better, especially with a guy like Mack as one of our high overalls. You know, how long is he going to last? Tight end, obviously, we're going to be looking for someone after this season. Quarterback, insane. Running back, pretty damn good. Wide receiver number 1, very good. Wide receiver number 2, I don't know. He's a scheme fit, but I don't know if that's good enough. So, as much as I like Mike Williams and Zay Jones, we're definitely going to have to look for a different scheme on offense because I need Tyreek to get some bonus. And if not, offensive line at least. Rodgers does not matter for development, I don't think. Well, how much XP does it take to get him? Like 60K? 85K to get an upgrade. Yeah, he's not getting an upgrade anytime soon. Then the defense, 87% scheme fit, which is a very good scheme fit. We'll see, though, if there's an option to get more of the youngsters XP, because that's more important. I like Ruben. I would like to gain Trey, though. At least Trey. And for the rookies, the real ones, we were going to do this before, and we didn't, simply put. So quarterback, not an issue. Running back, not really. Wide receiver, however, there is. So A.J. Brown, take a look, put him as our star. What do we got? Paris Campbell, we'll take a look at. Marquis, low as hell. Debo Samuel. Amon Richards, 20 years old. Some interesting stuff. So tight ends. Irv Smith. Nope. But Nick Bosa would be kind of sick, and I think there's a chance we could get him. Ed Oliver, I don't know what his speed and all that would be, but he might still be an option, which is crazy to say. But we're obviously, even though we know they're good players, we're going to have them as our star players. Could use a lineman, so why not? Quarterback, I don't think we need to, but let's just look at it anyways. Why not? Why not just take a look? People are going to be so mad when you picked the wrong players. So after this week, I will be letting the AI scout the rest of it because I'm not really, let's be honest. It's not going to matter too much. We're going to see it easily. We're going to know. It's not going to matter. Devin White, we need a middle linebacker. Probably the best available here. Cornerback, could use one. Might as well look. Yikers. Trey Lamar. Really some of the only options at linebacker. Honestly, don't know anything about the tight ends. So I'm probably just going to scout the top 2, and if there's anyone decent, I'll take them. They look pretty bad, so probably not going to take a tight end. Probably shouldn't have used a real-life roster knowing that we were going to need a tight end. I suppose let's take a look at the re-signing. So Tremont, Duke Riley. Duke Riley could get a contract. I highly doubt it, but he could. Now we'll give him one. Why not? We got plenty of money. And with the contracts, like if you're going to go for someone, go for him right now because the contract should be kind of low. A guy like Malik is pretty cheap too. I don't know. We'll see who we go for. So we did re-sign Duke, which means that's probably the only guy we're going to re-sign. Going into the playoffs, we should be here, right? There should be a spot for us specifically, and it appears we have one. 13-3. Carson Wentz is the MVP, which is fine. I mean, I don't care. Don't matter to me. Playoff schedule. I don't know why I looked at that. I meant to look at the team schedule. Were any games that were very close? Lost by 1. That sucks. Lost by 7, and then lost at the end there. I want to see this loss by 1. Did we lose because of Jake Elliott? Jake Elliott pisses me off sometimes. Didn't today. All right, that's good for me and him. So I would have killed him with a new contract. That would have been less than he expected. Didn't expect that, did you? So 4,400 yards, 32 touchdowns, 10 picks. I don't know how the backup got touchdowns, but he did. And the reason why receiving or passing wasn't super great is because rushing had about 25, which is a lot. Tariq Cohen had 14 touchdowns. He's not a rookie, damn it. I was about to say could have run one rookie of the year. Oh, 26 touchdowns actually. Never mind. 26 touchdowns for the rushing category. McCaffrey, I wonder if did he go up in dev? He stayed. It's better than nothing. 5 upgrade points though, which to be fair, I didn't upgrade him all season. Mike Williams had a really good season. He could actually went up in dev maybe. Larry Fitzgerald had a good season. Tyreek had a good season, just not a lot of touchdowns, which is, I mean, fair enough. Defensively, any sack totals that I can be proud of? Actually pretty decent for Sim. Ruben had 10 at middle linebacker, 10 for Cameron, 10.5 for Chris Jones. But not really a lot of picks at all. I was about to say bunch. Jake Elliott missed a lot of field goals. I don't know why he misses so many when he's so good of an overall. Well, not even an overall, just a good kicker. Let's look at, I mean, look at this. He's 1 point, I don't care. 23 years old, star dev, 97 power, 86 accuracy. Come on. Stop lying to me. Number 2 in offense. Defense is number 9. Not bad at all. So Aaron Rodgers is number 6 on the list. Baker was number 7. We are in the AFC. Yes, we are. No. Rodgers number 3 for AFC in general. Defensive player of the year, Buchanan. Dayon was at 3. Okay, I don't know how the hell that happened, but maybe he had some upgrades. Who knows? Offensive rookie of the year, did we even have anyone? I don't think so. Defensive rookie of the year. I thought we had a rookie. No, I guess not. Running backs, McCaffrey at 3. Wide receiver, nobody. O-line, Mack at 3. Linder at 6. Ali at 8. Best D-line, we had 2, but they were at the bottom of the list. Best linebacker, Dayon at 4. Best DB, no. Best kicker, definitely not. Don't know how he's at number 8, to be honest. That's half the league, but still, that's crazy. With that bad of a season, I would not even put him bottom 4. He's the worst. What? So, I didn't really upgrade throughout the season. We're seeing a lot of different bumps of cocaine. Mike Williams, not bad. Not bad. He definitely didn't do that well for me in the Chargers. And it's probably because I didn't throw to him. That seems to be the case with these guys. So a lot of guys that have upgrades. Hopefully we can get most of these to scheme fit. We'll see. By the way, I don't know how, but Landon's normal dev. Love it. You got an Excel. What's his Excel now? 98 Excel. That's fair. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Offensive line really didn't upgrade, but that's fine. I mean, this is on paper, an easy playoff trip through into the Super Bowl. I mean, 88 overall, they're 83. I mean, most teams are going to be locked in at 82, 83. So we're going to be better than every single team with Rodgers. However, Rodgers is a little iffy in the postseason, especially in real life. I mean, what? Let's take a look early. What do we got? So down by 3, up by 4. They look like they're driving, so this isn't good. They do get a touchdown. We get a slow drive, but it does score for a touchdown. They don't get anything, and we're going to score 3 before the half. So up 7 going into the second half. Down, or up by 4, up by 7. Start of the fourth is looking good for them. And wow, 4th and 1 conversion, clutch. It's tied up. Offense has got to do it. On 3rd and 6, they're not going to. Jake Elliott is going to miss a 50. That is a long field goal. 59-yarder. 4th and 1, they miss a 58-yarder. Both teams getting desperate, and it appears that we have fumbled the ball. I mean, if Rodgers can clutch it up. Sacked. Big surprise there. Larry Fitzgerald. Who else but Larry? There's no one on this team that is better equipped for this situation than Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, the linebacker was in position, but because it was going to Larry, he got an automatic speed catch boost. Go back to Verts. Go back to Larry. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. It's Larry. It's Larry Fitzgerald. I'm telling you. He's the GOAT. How much help does this team need? I'm going to let him do it. Whatever. We got it. Barely. 2 minutes left. Can the defense hold? They can. It's going to go to overtime. They have to punt. What the hell? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this Ashton? Where are you, buddy? Come out, Ashton. So they punted the ball, and the fullback ran for 0. I don't even know what just happened. From their own 31, it was a 0-yard punt return by Fabian. So he probably like fair caught it. They're not going to show it. And we lost yards on probably a fullback dive. That's what I'm guessing. But with Rodgers throwing 0 touchdowns, I know he had 3 rushing. What do you want? You're not going to win the game there. You're just not. And unfortunately, this insane team loses first game to the Steelers. Well, free agency is going to be very boring, so I'm not worried about that at all. You think, oh, well, this is, you're using the most common. Well, to be fair, you guys don't know that, but I am using the most common draft class there is for downloadable. However, I don't know the class. I mean, obviously I know which players are kind of going to be decent, but yeah, I don't really know the actual class. So there's a very good chance that I still take Bus. So don't yell at me. I want Malik because it's just the name. And we kind of made him into a God-last franchise for the Cowboys. But yeah, we just don't need him. We really don't. And we already have the linebackers we need. Plus, we might draft a new one. Because I don't like Dayon's ability to upgrade himself. A lot of the running backs we traded off actually did end up staying with their teams, which is kind of surprising. In this market, guys like all these corners that are 78, 79 overall, and they're not super old, they would make so much money. It's unbelievable. Like, there's no one else around that could really compare. Don't think I need any of these guys, to be honest. So Nick Bosa, a 4.7. Looks pretty good. Ed Oliver. Maybe I do know this class, actually. Damn, Ed Oliver's sick, too, though. I want both of them, actually. But I don't need both, which is the thing that sucks. A.J. Brown's pretty solid. Paris Campbell's okay. So if you're going wide receiver, A.J. Brown's the guy. He's an early first, though. So I don't think that's in the marks or the makes. But that's all right at the same time because we do have Mike Williams, who kind of showed up. Safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Good hit power. Mid-second. Safety's kind of a need. I don't know if I'll be going for one, though. Corner. Kind of a need, but yeah, sure as hell aren't going for one in this class. Linebacker Devin White is a mid-first. He's worth the pick, too. I think I already had him as a star. That's kind of embarrassing. There's some okay linebackers here, too, later, but Devin's like that for sure, dude. We're definitely going to number 1 or 2 for one of the top ends. I'll go to number 2. Number 2 or 3 because we don't need number 1. That's pretty nice. Aaron Rodgers, star dev. Don't know why he would drop. I guess his touchdowns were down, but he was still great. Defensively, so we did lose Wake, which we're fine with. We kind of expected it. Really, the biggest needs are pass rush and linebacker, I suppose. Moving Ruben outside would be very, very nice. However, Devin in place of Dayon would be nice too. I think I'm just going to let the AI scout the rest of it because I think I'm ready. Sim to the draft. I'm hoping we already have a guaranteed decent pick. Top 2, hopefully. Number 3. All right, so Is Nick Bosa the #1 overall pick? I mean, I think I'd take Ed if I'm the Ravens. But then again, I don't know what the Ravens need. So they have Geno. They have Daniels. Is Nick a right end? I don't know. I can't risk Nick, but Ed is just as good. So either one is fine, honestly. Okay, I'm glad they chose him. Yeah, that changes a lot. I'm all right with that. So for number 3, Dayon, and or third round next year for number 2. A decent trade for the Colts, I'd like to think. I mean, Dayon's actually not bad. It's just, I think we'll be able to... Oh, I almost made a mistake. I think we'll be able to get Devin, but Nick Bosa is the move. Please be good. Superstar Dev. Supposed to go number 1. We took him number 2. Very solid player. Not liking the block shed. Not really even liking the strength. I think I'd probably build him as a finesse type. Just based on... I mean, 84 strength's not bad, but just based on strength being 84, I'd probably just go finesse just for the hell of it. Next pick is 17. How high does Devin go? They took a middle. However, Devin was rated really low. So that's interesting. That puts a little something on something. I'm taking A.J. Brown. I think him being here is actually insane. Star Dev, 75 overall, another number 1 true talent rank, which clearly means it's broken. But Star Dev at 6'1", 21 years old, that's a good pick. I know he's 75, but that's a good pick. I'm going to take Jonah. 74 overall, quick. I mean, he's starting caliber, but he's a low overall. I probably should not have taken Jonah. When was that linebacker supposed to go? But an early 3rd. I'm taking Devin, whatever. 73 overall, quick Dev. If he moves to the outside, he might be a bit better, though. Coverage sets are okay. Honestly, I don't know if I even want to touch this draft anymore. Like, the rest of this draft should be pretty bad. The overalls seem a little low. Pre-testing, I suppose, because, you know, in Madden, the overalls are very high in the draft nowadays. The problem is the devs. You know, and the deving isn't really even that good anymore, you know? It's honestly like... You get a guy like Will Hernandez with Star Dev, unless there's some specific skill or stat you need to get for him, like 2,000 rushing yards or something. I've never even seen him get to an 85 with Star, and he'll have Star for the rest of like his whole career. You know, a guy like Hernandez, you know, he's gonna always start. He's gonna start somewhere, you know. Keyshawn Johnson, I'm just traded away. But you know he's going to start, and I mean we had so many 10-year rebuilds where he goes in, he has like a quick or Star Dev, and he's like an 80 overall. It's like, are you serious? How are you so bad? You can't Dev anymore. The overalls just don't work. I can't wait to see the overalls. It's going to be like 280 overalls. The rest are like 79. So Nick Bosa, obviously an insane pick. Excited about this one. A.J. Brown, he's going to be our number 3, so we'll see what he even does. Jonah Williams will be a backup probably. And then Devin will try to force into the lineup. I expect Ed Oliver to be sick. He is. So Ed Oliver, superstar Dev as well, 21 years of age. Strength 87, which is not great for a DT at all, to be honest. Unless you're going to play him at edge, which, to be fair, 80 speed, 87 excel, he definitely could. 74 stamina, however, is a little rough. Either way, both players are very good, but I'm happier with Nick because that's the player we needed more. So Greg Little, Star Dev, very good left tackle. Devin White, 74 overall, only quick Dev. I wonder what Trey was. Dieter, quick Dev, 74 overall. Yeah, the overall's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm not using this class ever again. I'm pretty sure we used his class last year, and he just underrates a lot of players. Like, fair enough. Whether those ratings are true to real life or not, I just want them to be, like, relevant to Madden, you know? Here's a good tight end, in all fairness, Noah Fant. I mean, you look at these. I mean, these are really bad overalls for a rookie class. And we didn't even get down to maybe, what, 10? And the best overall is a 76? That's unacceptable. So, obviously, we still have to make trades, but this is the team as of right now. It's looking pretty good. I mean, we have Tyreek and Mike with the scheme fits. Probably not going to change the scheme fit anymore. Let's see. So Devin is at middle linebacker. I want to see what he is at outside. I know Ruben's sick at outside as well, but Kind of want to see what the outside looks like for this Mr. Devin Bush. Devin goes to a 70. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Devin on the outside. We trade 19, a third this, and Nevin Lawson for number 3. Didn't want to trade Nevin, but I did. It was a little steep, but Jonah Williams, Alex Mack, and number 31 for Ramczyk. Like I said, a little steep, but our pick, number 31, very, very low value. Not only because it's our pick, but most importantly because it's low value. Nobody wanted the pick, so I would rather have that. Plus, we'll be able to move, I don't know, Ragnar inside probably and have a better offensive line now. I mean, we'll have Ramczyk on the outside. Actually, I should really just change their positions first because otherwise the game's just going to mix it up anyways afterwards. I love when the game doesn't follow my directions, like, at all. I had Will Hernandez as a right guard, Ramczyk as a left tackle, and Linder as a right tackle. How does that happen? That makes no sense. Why does that happen in this game? So this is the offense. We're back, I think, right? Yeah, we are. 93 overall offense, 88 overall. Defense is an 89 overall. This is what the defense looks like. This should be all set up. It is. Looks pretty good. I wish we had a little more scheme fits, but we got Nick Bosa in the scheme fit. Dante Jackson. I mean, we've got a few. Devin Bush. You know, the youngsters. Nick Bosa, Devin. Hopefully one of them wins Rookie of the Year. And A.J. Brown has a chance, but he'd probably have to come up with a lot, and I mean a lot of touchdowns. So we are going with regular draft for this season as well, so there's that. It's a long rebuild. Fantasy drafts take quite a bit of time. That's all right. So negotiations, we have the fullback. I like this fullback. He's going to be on the team for a few more years for sure. Glad we got the deal done as well. Antonio Callaway, he'll be gone. We have too many receivers. Jesse James probably stays because we're going to be needing tight ends. But we'll see. And then Matt Hack will give a contract right now. He's going to be the best punter that we'll be able to get for a long time. So might as well keep him. And we're just going to move straight on into the playoffs. See what we can do. So did we make the playoffs or not? We did, but at 11-5, the Bills took the division, and Le'Veon Bell is the MVP for the Lions regular season. So any games where Jake Elliott might have lost it for us? I mean, unless he missed 3 or more, I don't think so. See the stats. So Rodgers, even more yards this time, 4,800 yards, only 34 touchdowns, 10 picks. A lot of rushing scores. Well, not really, actually. A little bit less than normal. McCaffrey definitely lost Dev now. Yeah, quick Dev, which is fine because he's already a really good overall. Tariq Cohen probably lost Dev as well. Yep, normal Dev. Receiving now. Why, EA? Why do you do this to me? I had AJ freaking Brown. Yeah, I don't know how he's still a star dev. Oh, man. Quick dev Mike. I was expecting him to be a star at the end of the season, but apparently not. Curtis Samuel probably got a dev up. Nope, he didn't even get one. Nice. Lovely. At least Tyreek's a god. He should be back to star anyways, and he is, so whatever. Yeah, you try to bring me down, but Tyreek brings me back up because he's a beast. Defense. What about the defense? Let's see what we got. Wow, that's embarrassing. Nick Bosa lost dev for sure. No, I guess not. I guess he didn't. He's a really good overall, too. I guess rookies just don't lose dev. Landon probably won't be upgraded. Watch. Oh, he got back to quick. All right. Devs are starting to suck. Oh, look at Jake. Please be super. He's not a superstar. I don't know if kickers and whatnot can even get it. Because you probably would have lost dev last season. So, their 67 overall quarterback almost won the MV freaking P. Are you serious? Rodgers at 3. You've got to be kidding me, right? Won Offensive Player of the Year as a 67 overall. Tom Brady just has schemes. What can I tell you? His team, they have the master schemes. Tyreek, best wide receiver, not best quarterback. Jake Elliott, best kicker. Landon barely missed best DB. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, let's take a look at this crap. He was a 67 overall And he went off. He's a star dev now. Look at the upgrades on the season. He increased dev. How does he... How? Look at the upgrades on the season. 7 short, 7 mid, 3 throw power. The amount of XP this man got. He probably has tons of upgrade points right now, and they just got to wait till a sim week. Whatever. Let's take a look at what kind of XP we have. To be fair, I used it pretty close near the end of the season, I think. So, like I said, Will Hernandez 83 overall. AJ Brown, useless. Samuel had a whole season. He didn't do anything with it. What did Larry Fitzgerald had another great season. He didn't get any points because he's like... Actually, I want to see how much it takes to get his upgrade. 64K. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Defense, Nick Bosa is almost an 89. Devin really upgraded himself. What is his dev? Star dev. I mean, it makes sense, I suppose. I mean, why wouldn't it? I'm going to manually do this because I upgraded Nick AI one time, and they gave him Speed Rusher, and he lost Scheme Fit for like 3 weeks. Good job, EA. Smart. And we didn't really get a lot of XP or upgrades, to be honest, so I'm just going to let the game do the rest. They shouldn't really make any mistakes. I just want to see what Jake Elliott's looking like now. See if they got him any upgrades. So Jake Elliott's an 86, so that's 2 upgrades without really upgrading him. No kick power, no accuracy, all awareness. So boring. We have the Bengals pick, so this is important, lads. They're a 77 overall. The base fantasy team is like an 80 overall. How Tom Brady's schemes are so good. No wonder why they almost won the Super Bowl. They had a 67 overall taken to the playoffs as a 77 overall team. I wanted to say I'll end the rebuild, but I can't say it because there's a chance they actually do win. And they might. We have 16 overalls on them. For the love of G. And the sus. We're down by 8 in the 4th. Drive back, tied up. Defense can't stop a 77 overall quarterback. They only get 3, though. Clock is drained. I'm going to come in. The game doesn't call timeouts. AI doesn't call timeouts. You see the clock running there? Keep going. Tariq's a fast man, so gets a lot of yards off that catch. McCaffrey, and he drops it. I'm risking AJ, and he's wide. Don't know why the game didn't let him start. He's so good. It says thank you, fans. That's usually not what you say when you lose or win. Rodgers, 5 touchdowns, 0 picks. They're free agent, 62 overall, negative overall quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Yet they almost won. Saquon, no touchdowns. Eckler's on their team. What a stab to our backs. Tyreek had 2 touchdowns. Mike Williams had 2 touchdowns. What else? Defensively, anything? Nick Bosa going against, not physically going against Mac, but you know what I mean. Their best rusher versus ours. Devin Bush was a great pickup, by the way. I think if you put, I don't know if it's just this team, but the right outside linebacker position gets a lot of like skill points. Like even Dayon, he almost won Defensive Player of the Year, Linebacker of the Year, all this stuff. Did Nick ever go up in speed? I think he already started with 83. I mean, even the Bills, they're 11 below. The fact that the Bengals almost won, and they would have won if I didn't come in because the way the game's built, wouldn't have used their timeouts. With a 16 overalls left, I mean, how many upgrades do you have to be higher than them to just blow them out? I don't know. You might have to be like 40 up, which is impossible. So the game's getting a little wild, but really not many scores. And we are up by 10. We are now up by 13. And right before half, they get 3, which is, I mean, it's something. It's better than nothing for sure. Up 20-3, 20-6. Defense is doing a damn good job. It's probably the snow, too, let's be honest. What the hell happened there? I don't know what that was, but they're now back in the game just like that. 3rd and 9. They're going to kick a field goal. Good job, Jake. Jake Elliott with a clutch field goal. There's only 6 minutes left in the game, but the Bills, they only kicked a field goal. Wow, defense clutched up big there. Holy crap, the defense was God. Didn't matter, though, because Rodgers and company get down the field quickly. We win 30-16. Had a little bit of a scare there. I actually did think we were going to lose, too. But we held on, and we win. Rodgers outperformed by Wentz here in this game. Kind of. Actually, no, he wasn't. Not at all, because, to be fair, we got the ball to McCaffrey a lot, and he had 2 rushing touchdowns. So, kind of an even performance if we're going to, even out the stat lines a little bit. If you have 20, 30 rushing yards, yeah, I hope your passing yards are over 300. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing? Conference championship. I almost actually simmed to the Super Bowl. The Jags, does it normally be scary? Is it? It's still kind of scary. It's the best team by far. Might even be the best AI team. We're at 94 overall, though, which is pretty impressive. I'm glad we went with Rodgers. Normally I wouldn't. Normally I go with a developmental quarterback, but that's really stupid. That's just not going to happen. Jags up by 3. They're going right to left. Looks like we turned the ball over in their side of the field. Offense is just not doing anything here. I think it's the Jags' name, to be honest. I don't know what their actual team looks like, but there's no way it's good enough to lock us down like this. Okay, so we get 3 points through all 3 quarters. Through the first 3 quarters, we get 3 points. Are you serious? Unless Rodgers has 5 picks, I would instantly fire. I would fire the goddamn offensive coordinator middle of the damn game. Like, are you serious? I didn't believe in the block. It's all right. Shouldn't even go out of bounds anyways because the clock won't stop. There's Tyreek again. Literally, I don't even know how you would stop him on a slant. I don't know how. There you go. Good find. Extending the play. Larry all the way down to the 2, doing what Larry does. Easy find. I just waited just because I knew I had the time to. See what the defense can do. Can they hold them? 3rd and 7. They do not. I mean, look at that. Simming the game. And we lost anyways. Nice. Well, one last season, I suppose. It's how these rebuilds always go. You build an insane team, lose to teams that are lesser than you, and you can do nothing about it. It sucks. Resign Malik. I'd say we're probably going to have to actually sign some real players soon. Jesse James, man. I mean, he's never going to be a starter. I know we probably lost Larry, but I don't know, man. Do I want him? I wouldn't really have an option besides him, would I? Nah, we'll get someone new. I'm not worried about it. So let's sign some free agents. We have 53 mil, so there should be a little bit. Eckler's an 87 overall. What dev is he? Normal dev, but he's a high overall. Doesn't matter to me, though. I don't care. A lot of corners. Corners? Those are running backs, buddy. Lots of running backs. Figured it out. But we don't need that. Obviously, we have some amazing players. Keep forgetting this is a fan. And, like, came back to this, and I forgot it's a fantasy. I was like, there should probably be better players here. But honestly, coming to think of it, these are actually pretty damn good players considering it is a fantasy. Most of these players are already, like, contracted. Like, our guys probably don't need a contract till next year, maybe even the following year. But, yeah, I'm not really worried about free agents. I mean, we got one anyways. Looking at the offense, what do we need? Wide receiver, A.J. Brown probably could have been that guy. But even then, we don't need one, so that's fine. Tight end, easily the biggest need without a question about it. Offensive line, looking pretty solid in my opinion. Defense, maybe a free safety. That's about it. I mean, honestly, this team's already pretty much done, so let's first get our thing going. Can't exactly scout until I actually have the ability to. Now we do. So, like I said, tight end, biggest need by far. Norman Moyer, I don't think so. We're probably going to have to trade for a tight end because EA totally forgot. I mean, this guy's all right. Franklin Spears. EA completely forgot to put tight ends in franchise. So what I think I'll do, since Sanchez Gordon actually looks pretty good, we'll probably draft Sanchez in the mid first. Or maybe this guy, DeAnthony Mines. Either one looks pretty good. 23 bench press reps, 25 for Gordon. So Gordon's that guy for sure. And then if he sucks, we'll end up just trading for someone. Anything else? I don't think there'd be anything else, but I mean, I suppose let's look for the later round linemen. This is the last year after all, and I don't think anyone we could draft other than maybe that wide receiver is going to be starting. Fantasy draft rebuilds. I mean, when you actually do the draft, very, very easy and successful. Even if we didn't have the running backs, I know it would have definitely affected our draft picks. But at the end of the day, all we needed was Nick Bosa. So, I mean, I could have easily scrounged around. Maybe not easily, but I could have scrounged around without trading for or grabbing all the running backs. Damn, this safety looks actually really good. Early first. Question is, when does an early first safety go? You know, a guy like that looks very good, but how good is he? And by the way, these some very strong players in this draft. Number one, apparently. Apparently, number one is the answer to that question. Yeah, I wasn't going to number one for a free safety. So we had number 6. We also have number 14. That wide receiver is a late first. However, we've seen people go very high. A better jumper, 4.47, 7.06, 4.39. I mean, this guy's much faster. I'm just going to take Sanchez. He's my guy. Quick dev, 79 overall. We reached by 6 picks. I mean, he's an insane wide receiver, but how good of a tight end is he going to be? Not super great in the blocking, so we'll see. He does have very good power-type moves, though. Like 77 stiff arm, 71 trucking is pretty much the average for most tight ends, I would say. I'm going to take Kevin Cleveland here. He looks very solid, and that he was. He's supposed to go number 1 overall, 83 overall, 21 years of age, 90 strength. I might find him a starting spot. Dalvin's nice, but he ain't 21. I mean, he's slow as hell. I don't even know why I'm taking him, but we will take him. Normal dev, 74 overall. Supposed to go 57. We took him 76. I guess he's not that slow, actually. This would be a great pick in a user league. 6'8", 22 years old. That would be so fun. Great stamina, great injury. Toughness a little rough, but it is what it is. Like I said, that wide receiver, his power ability, pretty good. I mean, this guy is nowhere near him. And honestly, in run blocking, he's not much better. If even better. His run block power is very bad. Plus, I would assume his strength is nowhere near the other guy. So I don't think there was anything that I really remember that we were going to go with instead. I guess the safety we'll take a look at. So we had 3 picks, and I mean, I'd say all 3 are pretty good. Kevin Cleveland is actually very good of a player. And then Gordon, quick dev. Wish it was a little higher, but definitely worth the pick as a wide receiver. And then as a tight end, probably worth the pick as well. DJ Mebane, a very big need for the Bears. Looks pretty good. Could play either or. I'd probably keep him at safety, though. Maybe not for them, though. I don't know. For us, we would definitely keep him at safety. Middle linebacker, 82 overall for the Texans. Very high overall. This guy is actually a stud right out the gate. Damn, this was a very good draft. Surprisingly, this corner was really good, too. He's a little slow, but he's makes up for it in his excel. It's pretty good. I mean, this is a very good class. I like the players that were here. Frederick Verner looks kind of slow. He's very slow. I don't even know what the hell you do with him. Nickel linebacker. Nickel safety. I don't even know what you're doing. Valami Bolden. I think this is the guy we were debating on, and he would have been a good debate, but I don't think we needed him. So let's go on to our final season. Of course, we should have had 2 Super Bowl wins already. Didn't even come close, kind of. Big news is what overall is Gordon going to be at tight end? The big man Gordon goes to an 83, so you know, almost our best tight end. I know Fitz was a high overall, but he's not nearly the playmaker this Gordon guy is going to be. I know Fitz can catch, but it's about getting open and being fast in this day and age. Let's see. Cleveland's only like a few overalls lower, so I will definitely keep Cleveland at DT. Plus, we won't have to pay Dalvin then, who probably needs a contract. Ooh, number 99, nice. Just when you thought the team couldn't get any better. Dalvin, Obi, and a 4th for Jamal Adams. So trade number 30, Maddox, in a 2nd this year for number 8 this year from the Giants, and 168 next year. Not a great trade for us, but obviously with this team, we're going to do very well. So there's no point in us holding on to that pick. John Ross is a free agent. I just traded Zay for a 3rd, and I got John Ross as his backup. Seems like a pretty unfair league to me. So this is the team for the final season, especially. Looking pretty solid. Obviously, new tight end, which he has a scheme fit for us, which is nice. Rodgers is a 95 overall, or 94 overall now. He's back to superstar dev. But he is, you know, he's regressing a little bit. He's still an amazing quarterback. What rating does that put him at? He's still number 1 in the league, so that's pretty good. We have Ali Marpet with a upgrade, which is cool, but I don't care. A.J. Brown is the highest number 3 wide receiver, so I expect him to start this season. Hopefully. Defense, 90% scheme fit. We do have a couple upgrades, so that might even jump a little. I mean, this is easily a Super Bowl team. I mean, really, our only lacking is the outside linebackers, which is still probably better than 90% of the league. Looking at players that we have to negotiate, we have Tariq Cohen, who's very good. Jake Elliott. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the way he plays in sim, but at the end of the day, he is like one of the best sim kickers. Dante Jackson definitely gets a contract. He's 24. Let's just knock him out to a 4-year deal. Probably could have done more, especially since the prices are going to go up probably after this season. Tariq Cohen, I really don't want to pay Tariq Cohen because he's 80. I mean, he's an 89 overall. But can we really afford to pay 2 starting running backs on the same team? I don't know. I think we'll have to figure it out later. But let's go to the playoffs. I mean, we're simming very far out right after doing the re-signings because, I mean, there's nothing I could do. I think this should be easily a playoff team, bye week for sure, which it seems it is, and it is. 14-2. Aaron Rodgers, MVP, finally. Let's take a look at the team schedule. Was there any game? Okay, so that was a pretty big deficit. Where's the other one? A decent deficit as well. I was hoping maybe there was a chance that we would have went in, 16-0. Very rare to see that. Almost 5,000 yards for Rodgers, 37 touchdowns, 10 picks. Honestly, this is kind of what Aaron Rodgers is on par for real life. Maybe a little bit more touchdowns, maybe 42 touchdowns or something, but yeah, especially with his team. We're not getting that kind of rushing touchdowns in Green Bay. 2 different backs doing that? I don't think so. So Gordon had almost 1,000 yards as the tight end. That could be a nice upgrading right there. It's not quite 1,000 or double-digit touchdowns. I keep always say that, but it's all right. Where's the DT? The new DT we got didn't even get involved in the sack totals, which is fine. Kicking, 10 for 14. That's not great numbers. Punting, 50.2 average. That's nice. Return game, not great, but it's something. Number 1 in offensive, defensive, probably top 5, I would assume. And it is 20th. 20th in yards must be really good in just actual, like, points allowed. Rodgers was the second best quarterback. That makes no sense. Or offensive player. Defensive player of the year, Reuben Foster. Offensive rookie of the year, Sanchez Gordon. That's nice to see. Best quarterback, Rodgers. McCaffrey's best running back. Best wide receiver, Tariq barely missed it. O-line, Ramczyk. D-line, no one. Linebacker, no one. DB, no one. And kicker, no one. First, for a while there, it looked like we were going to have almost every damn award. Or very close to. Let's advance a week before we look at our XP. Our upgrades. Broncos, that doesn't seem too hard. A bunch of 1s. Oh, damn. What was Ragnar's goal? I don't understand how he got so much XP. Or points, whatever. He normally, I mean, I don't know what to say. When you look at Ramczyk and Ali Marpet, they didn't get really much. And, I mean, Ramczyk's probably the same age as Ragnar. I mean, I'll take it. It is what it is. AJ has a few points. Defense, already a 99 overall, has a few. Kyrie, looking good. I think his name's Kyrie, wasn't it? Or was it Kevin? It was Kevin. All right. I mean, Kevin, Kyrie. Close enough. Cool names, either way. Speed. Huh. Let's see what the team looks like now. So we are now a 96 overall. 99-0, 99D. Ragnar is a 91 overall. He's almost our best lineman. Well, I say that, but he's our 3rd best lineman. Wide receivers looking good. What is Mike Williams' dev? Normal dev. It's all right. I mean, this is the best Mike Williams I've almost ever seen. Actually, it probably is the best Mike Williams I've ever seen. Let's see defense now. Outside linebackers, Devin Bush is looking good. Devondre Campbell is looking okay. Safeties are insane. Corners are insane. I love the fact that we have pretty much 4 safeties as our DBs, which is pretty cool. But although Tyron kind of started as a corner, didn't he? I can't remember. He's moved so many times, I can't even keep up. Well, here it is, the final postseason of this rebuild. 96 to their 83. Can't wait to lose by 10. So, starting out, they get 7. We get 7 on the defensive play, it seems. I don't know if it was an actual defensive score, but it was a very small, short drive. And they're already kind of handling us. It's the offense struggling mightily. Started the 3rd quarter, and we're only down by 3. But with this overall difference, there shouldn't be any down by anything. It's the start of the 4th here, and they have a chance to win this game. I mean, look at this. We're down 10. Why does Sim suck? Now we're down by 3 with 9 minutes left. Oh, defense finally gets something done. Offense clutching up. There you go, offense. Get that touchdown for me. With 5 minutes left, we're up by 4. They start to get it going, and they're going to score 7. 3 minutes left. Can Rodgers and company do it? On 3rd and 11, they're going to tie this thing up. Is this going to overtime? You'd hope so. And honestly, at the 39-yard line, I don't see this going to overtime. You got to block this, otherwise we lose. Which I can't believe I just did that. But is he fast enough? And he can't make a tackle or break a tackle. And we lose the game. I love this game, man. I mean, when it's all said and done, what game does Sim better than Madden? You have a plus 13 to 16 overall grade on your opponent, and then you constantly lose. I think we went like maybe even with this team. Broke even, possibly. I mean, realistic is fun. I mean, the realism of Sim is great, you know. Why wouldn't you want to see the Broncos advance to the next round of the playoffs, the championship game, with their 83 overall roster? I mean, have you seen Phillip Rivers? Have you seen these stats? I mean, he's a god. He's a god. Look at these stats. I mean, he's amazing. Unbelievable. I'm done. I can't bother with it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any suggestions for rebuilds in the future, let me know. This week, of course, this is actually probably coming out on Thursday, so tomorrow, or tonight, I guess, suppose. I mean, basically, tonight we will do a Red Dead Redemption 2 stream, assuming everything goes right, you know, if servers don't crash. I know it's single player, but the servers could still crash, you know, the game that they're hosting on. They could be like, oh, well, game's not loading. Sorry, buddies. You know, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow when there's a fix, which happens all the time. But yeah, I'm going to probably stream that. I don't know which I'm going to stream it on. Probably try it here, and if it's not crazy viewership, which, let's be honest, there's a chance it won't be, because A, it's not Madden, and B, I've been streamed in ages, I might move it to Twitch. I don't know, but 100% the videos will be going on, or the streams will be going on the second channel. So if you miss it, check out the second channel, PK Plays. It'll be in the top line of the description. Pretty much every video, first or second line, whatever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. But until next video, which you should be here for, or stream, see ya!